Today, we'll be covering some of the most prolific Grandmaster blunders ever made. And if you want to see any of the full games, I will link my sources in the description. The position you see in front of you features Vladimir Kramnik playing against Deep Fritz in 2006. Deep Fritz is an early chess engine. In this position, Kramnik played the astonishing blunder Queen e3. First of all, what could he have wanted from this move, and do you see why this was a blunder? Well, Kramnik was hoping for a move like Queen takes b4. Now there's this really nice move, Bishop d2. The queen is attacked while mate is also hanging. White can try to hold on with a move like Queen h4, but now there's this brilliant move, Bishop b4. If you take, there's this same back rank mate, and you're just absolutely cooked. So instead, White has to make an escape square with something like h3. And now for the soul-crushing move, Bishop c5. Notice that the queen cannot go here to defend mate, but that's okay because we have an escape square. So the king goes to h2, and Queen g1 check, King g2, and we're winning the queen, and it's GG. And let's say queen takes queen. Well, now bishop takes, and the knight will try to hop into action, but we push a3, pawn takes, we recapture, and notice that this knight can only hop into dark squares, and the funny thing is, if white tries to push, we push, they push, and look, they're about to promote, but who cares? We're promoting with mate. There are a couple different moves that white have, and all of them are totally lost, and I'm sure Kramnik calculated every other variation, but the move that he missed was mate in one. Queen h7. Now I'm going to take you to the 6th game of the World Chess Championship in 2014. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This is Magnus Carlsen. And in this position, he blunders King d2. This is a serious blunder because of this insane move. Knight takes e5. And oh look, now the knight is hanging. But obviously if you take this knight, then the rook is going to take this rook and the game is over. And at the same time, this knight now attacks this rook. So white's best move in this position is to take your rook, but now black has to be very careful. If you take the rook, then rook takes knight, and now black is totally lost. The move for black is this beautiful Zwischenzug. Knight takes c4 check, not with the goal of taking the bishop though. After king d3, you play another in-between move. Knight b2 check, the king moves again, and only now do you take the rook. One more important detail is that if you do take the bishop, then white's just going to take your rook, and you're dead lost. But in the game, Vichy went on to play a4, and now Magnus has a slight advantage after king e2, and in fact, he went on to win this game 11 moves later. Welcome to the 2008 Grand Prix. This position is totally drawn. Not anymore. All right, let's move on. This next game happened in the 2023 FIDE World Rapid Chess Championship. It is about to be move 8. Can you think about what white is going to play in this position? Well, white is an experienced grandmother, so they know best moves in this position is b4, queen e2, or just a castle. Right? But why do that when you could take this knight and get mated on move 8? This is another famous chess game played in 2005 at the Chorus tournament, which nowadays is known as the Tata Steel. And in this position, the rook is hanging. It's black to play, and what black did was the very logical rook b1. And then out of nowhere, white plays knight d4 check, black plays king e5, and can you even imagine what the next move was? Well, white blunders their knight. Just crazy, right? Well, that would have been crazy if that actually happened, and it didn't happen. What actually did happen in the game was king g5. Yep, yeah. Welcome to the 2012 US Chess Championship. In this position, white has a ton of different moves to draw the game. Instead, they decide to blunder it by playing d3. And in this position, white resigned, because after queen takes bishop, queen d1, and the funniest thing, you don't even have to take the queen. You can play queen takes b2. This next game takes us back in time to 1892. It's the World Chess Championship. White has a killer position because they can simply take this pawn. Notice that the rook can't take here because there's a sniper. But in this position, something unexplainable happened. Like, I don't know why this move was played. Bishop b4. Like, if you have any explanation for this move, comment and let me know, because now rook takes h2 check, king g1, and there's just mate. And now we are magically teleported to 1956. It's the Amsterdam candidates, and white is absolutely destroying in this position, even though the material is equal. If you want to go ahead and pause the video and find a move, feel free to now. Well, there's only 3 moves you can play: queen c7, queen b4, or queen a3. And why do you have to move the queen in this position? Well, you have to ask yourself, how do knights move? They move in L's. And lo and behold, this queen is hanging. What you absolutely should not do is display your dominance by countering and showing that you know how knights move too. And yes, that's actually what happened in the game. The queen was hung, and this fork is useless because of queen f7, and it's GG. This next game happened in 2021 during a Blitz titled Tuesday. We're just gonna zip through the moves. F3, F6, King F2, King F7, King G3, King G6, King H4, D5, King G3, E5, E4. Looks pretty legit so far. Let's continue. Bishop C5, ED, Knight H6, Bishop D3 check, Bishop F5, Bishop C4, E4, Knight E2, Queen D6 check, F4, Bishop G4, D3, Rook E8, DE, Rook takes E4, Bishop D3. This is all theory. And surprisingly, the game ended in just 4 more moves. Queen takes D5, Knight E to C3, Knight F5 check, King takes G4, Rook F4 check, King takes F4, Bishop T6 check, King G4, and do you see it? Queen takes G2, checkmate. And of course this was an honorable mention, but this probably was real, right? Welcome to 1989. It's the Bulgarian Championship. In this position, black plays Queen H5. Do you see it? Puzzle rush. This queen has no defender, and it's x-rayed by the queen, but there's 2 knights in front of the queen. So, white sacrificed their first knight. Best move in this position is actually to take this knight. And so what did white do? They sacrificed another knight. And in this position, black resigned. Ladies and gentlemen, it would only be fitting to end this procedure with Kramnik. It's 2013, Kramnik has the white pieces, his opponent plays Rook A2. Puzzle rush time. Pause the video. In this position, his opponent resigned after Queen B8 check, King H7, and Queen B1 check wins the rook. And as always, if you liked this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.